What's going on, everybody, and welcome to this upload of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. And in this one, we're going to be looking at the Spellbound Silence box, which just got released. So let's look at the structured deck. I'm really not much of a fan of structured decks, but I do get them occasionally because there's like maybe one or two cards that's probably not available to get in any other boxes. So let's look here. So first you have your Silent Magician level 8, which, I mean, Echoes of Silence. That's the way you can unlock one also. Or if you buy the structured deck, which is crazy because it's not giving an option to where you can cash your gems in for it. You're actually going to pay cash moolah for it. So $4 for one box and just one purchase. That's crazy. So Silent Magician level 8, I mean, definitely a good card. You know, all the econ spammers can't even touch it with the card, so it's pretty damn good. I actually have a few decks built behind Silent Magician level 8. So then next you have your Silent Magician, which cannot be normal, summoned, or set. And it must be special summoned by tributing one spellcaster type monster. And it gains 500 attack for each card in your hand. And good thing about it is once per turn during either player's turn when the spell card is activated, you can negate the activation. That's pretty damn good. So I mean, this is definitely going to immune all of the spell effects. But the only thing is they get once per turn, so you definitely got to make sure you negate the one that's not going to mess up your combos and yada yada. So then, I mean, Silent Magician card, that's probably a card that I would actually see myself wanting to get, but there's got to be a better way other than structured deck. So I don't know, we'll see how everything goes this weekend because they're having a 72-hour weekend deal, so I don't know. All right, the next you have your gold sarcophagus. All right, banish one card from your deck face up during your second standby. Add that card to your hand. Oh wow, I really want that card because that combo with premature return. I mean, you can definitely get you a high level monster out on the field, like just like that, without even having to worry about tributing, because you can just activate the gold sarcophagus, sarcophagus, however you want to put the lingo, people, damn it. But what I'm saying, I'm going with the gold sarcophagus, damn it. All right, and then combo that with a premature return, and you got a pretty damn good combo if you get your right pull right. So then next we have, Magical Exemplar, which is also available in one of the other boxes. That's pretty awesome, so you don't have to worry about stretching out for this. So just two of the ultra rare so far. Place 2 spells equal to the number of spell counters you removed. Okay. More like a revival, but I mean, you're going to hit a lot of spell effects and spell cards, so good thing is anytime, so not even just yours, your opponent also. So if they have spell books out there craziness so you can survive, then you can remove it and get you a Silent Magician level 8 or another spellcaster that's in the graveyard, so not bad. Alright, so this one, Magical Citadel of Endymion. Yeah, that is also a pretty good card. So you just gotta get your spell counts up, your spell counters up, excuse me. Alright, and then of course Alchemist of Black Spells. I mean, sure, you have to go to detail with him, such a common card. I mean, it's definitely good. His effect is awesome. Just set him in defense, then just turn him in attack position your following turn, activate that effect, place that spell right back in defense mode. Alright, and the core Silent Magician level 4. You already know every time your opponent draws, he plays one spell counter, max 5, send 5 spell counters, and special summon one silent magician level 8 from your hand or deck, which is awesome because not only that, say if you don't want to summon your silent magician level 8, you can just keep pulling up to max of 5 and get them counters up. I mean, that's 500 attack. That's not even including adding spells, equips. Yeah, Silent Magician level 4 can be a threat if played correctly. Alright, then you have Blast Magician. I kind of like this card. I really do. Because the best thing about it is, you know, when this is face up defense position and your opponent's activating spells and you're activating spells, next thing you know, you're removing spell counters from this card, and then you're destroying your opponent's face-up monster. One face-up monster. So it don't have to be your opponent, just one face-up monster on the field with attack less than or equal to the number of counters you remove by times 700. So, I mean, that's lethal. You get 3, you can already remove quite a bit from the board anyway. Alright, and the next one is actually, oh my gosh, I might have to get this box because this is one of my favorite cards to play with. Maiden of Macabre, or Macabre, it depends on where you're from, people. Pay attention! Alright, so each time this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you place one spell counter on it and it gains 200 attack for each spell counter on it. There's no limit. So if you're even activating spells, even trapped to have spell counters, even monster effects that let you add spell counters, that she's definitely the one you want to add it to because that can really, she can do a lot of damage. And then of course you have your level up, which is pretty much, you know, summon one, you know, you send your one face up level monster to the graveyard, you special summon one monster from your hand or deck that's listed as sent monsters text, ignoring its summoning conditions. So as long as it has an LV in it and it's a monster, you can get that level up. Alright, and then we got Silent Burning. I think I have 2 of these. It's a pretty good card. I mean, Silent Burning, I can see it coming back into good play because now you got a lot more Silent Magician cards out there now. So you can definitely play around with that. The good thing about it is Silent Burning, the activation and effect cannot be negated. That's like the plus. So, and that lets you, once you can banish that card from the graveyard and add one Silent Magician to your deck, excuse me, from your deck to your hand. So I haven't really put that in much of my Silent Magician decks. I mean, I kind of don't want my opponent to draw until they have 6 cards in their hand. You know, I'm the type of duelist where I like to see less cards in my opponent's hand, so that way they're top decking, and then you have 4 or 5 cards in your hand, and it's like, bam, gotcha, bam, you win. All right. Next up, good Goblin Housekeeping. There's your drawing power. So you're gonna get to draw 1, and then +1 for each good Goblin Housekeeping card in your graveyard. Then after that, you select 1 card from your hand and return it to the bottom of your deck. So say if you did draw, you know, Silent Magician level 8, but you don't need right then and there, or whatever the case is, you want to get somewhere where you can pull a card from your deck. This is definitely a good card to run through it with. Then the best one out of this deck as far as support wise is Pitch Black Power Stone. I have one of those. This is actually the best one. You activate it, it's a continuous trap, and once you activate it, it's 3 spell counters are on it, and then once per turn, you know, you can target one face up card that you add a spell counter to, and you get to add up to pretty much, well, actually there's no limit if you do it right, because once you add the last one last spell counter from Pitch Black Power Stone's card, once that's removed, the card is destroyed. So what I usually do for my combo is when I have Pitch Black Power Stone on the field activated and it's every other one I'm taking, and I'm using Alchemist or black spells to fuel it, so that way it's not running out of spell counters, and those spell counters are always there. So the only thing is you just gotta protect that card. And then last but not least, level modulation. This is more in my how do I say this? I hurt my feelings. This is like pretty much your panic mode. Say if you're magician level 8's in the graveyard, you're not getting any good pulls, you're not getting any combos, you know, your LP's on the brink, you know, this is the card that you want to have, level modulation. Which, all honesty, I mean, this is a pretty good structured deck. There's probably like maybe a couple cards I would swap out, like Silent Burning and the Good Goblin Housekeeping. I'll probably swap those out for more support cards. You know, Silent Burning card I'll probably swap. Yeah, that's actually what I would do if I had a chance to switch this deck around. I would actually take out Silent Burning and put a one-shot wand. That way, when your magician or any spellcaster you have attacks, not only does it get 800 attack added to it, but you could also send that. Once you attack, you can send that one-shot card to the graveyard, or even if it gets destroyed, and draw a card. One card. I mean, you can't beat that. So that's definitely will be much of a better drawing power in my form, because it also gives you better offense as well. I mean, it's a good setup. Like I said, the only thing that I would actually, if I had the opportunity to even just pick and choose what I want from this structured deck, I would take another Silent Magician level 8, Silent Magician herself, and the gold sarcophagus. Oh my gosh, sarcophagus. It just sounds so funny, but it's true how you say it. Alright, so there you have it. I don't know. It's like I said, it's good cards, and I mean, all honestly, I probably would see myself purchasing this structured deck, because based off that, those are only cards that I'm missing. Like, that's really not that far from completing that deck. Only 4 cards, and I could actually have this deck complete. That's insane. Alright, so if you guys and girls definitely like what you see, make sure you drop a like, and also leave a comment below what you do if this was your structured deck. How would you like to balance it out for your better fit for your dueling? So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.